Hello everybody and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program, where I am trying to not suck at this game. I'm trying really hard. I'm not sure I'm succeeding, but I'm trying. So, we are going to have to get this burn in a little bit here. Burn time is 1 minute 7 seconds, so we want to burn this for 33.5 seconds. So I will go ahead and warp forward a little bit. We're on retrograde right now. We're going to have to adjust though. So I'm going to stop this warp at, I think, T minus 50 seconds. So right about now, 33.5 is when we want to actually perform the burn. So right about now. Excellent. Yep, this seems fine. This seems fine. In theory, anyway. So let's go ahead and... why did I press F9 there? There's no reason to press F9. I don't want to load any quick saves. I have no idea. Let's go ahead and get this burn finished up. And then we will change our inclination to go over this location. And it is currently going into the dark side, so we're going to need to do that pretty quickly. This is close enough. We're already going to be at about 11 kilometers at the periapsis there, so we're going to go ahead and change our inclination right around here-ish. We're going to need to change it about like that. Does that push out our periapsis? Yes, that does. Which I'm actually okay with. So our apoapsis would be basically exactly above this. I'm trying to position it centrally here so that I can eyeball it a bit. Oops, I did not want to burn radial there. So we want to be about right here. Down a little bit, though. Yeah, about... That was overshooting. That was overshooting again. I'm going to use the scroll wheel. About right there. That should do the trick. And once we get to this periapsis, we can lower this point, which will probably be... Well, I mean, that's 32 kilometers. That's not the worst thing. So we're going to want to burn this ASAP. We're going to need to get turned. Well, not ASAP. 16.5 seconds is when we're going to want to burn this. Okay, we are roughly in position here. There we go. Ah, no, it's trying to go retrograde. I'm trying to not do that. Okay, let's get that burn done. I'm going to go ahead and extend the landing struts while I'm thinking about it. Because we are going to be landing. Okay, so this burn will be done right about... Oh, that's probably close enough. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. Excellent. So right at this apoapsis is when we would want to burn retrograde to start dropping ourselves down. And how's that looking? I'll have to look at it from a couple of angles. Looks like we're a tiny bit northward. But that's maybe not the worst thing. We can adjust that on the way down as well. So we'll go ahead and set this as our target. And I'm actually going to make a quick save here. I'm probably not going to reload it because, you know, if I make a failure, I'd prefer to own it. But I'm going to make a quick save there just in case. something weird happens. I don't know. I'm paranoid now. Like, nothing weird has been happening. I've just been playing badly. Why am I doing that? I need to stop. I mean, I'm trying to stop. So we'll just go ahead and warp to the next maneuver. It's going to be a 2-minute 46-second burn, so 1 minute 13 is our T-minus marker. Like I said, we're going to grab all this science on the way back when we can reset it. Are we doing on power? We're doing fine. Fantastic. So 2 minute 46 seconds. So it's 1 minute and 23 seconds is actually what it ended up being. So 1 minute 23 seconds. So we want to burn this right now. And off we go. We should probably be at the maneuver node rather than the retrograde node. That'd probably help. In fact, let's push the maneuver node a little bit towards the retrograde node. I think that's going to be what we're going to want to do. Just offset that a little bit. Of course, this is target retrograde, which is what we want to be burning right now. We'll switch to surface retrograde later. We should be on radar altitude. There we go. This is going to burn out this whole tank, which is okay. We have lots of DV for a landing. Okay, we're basically right on the node now. So I'm just going to sit retrograde for a little bit. Now we're going to want to burn over here, though, to try to keep it from going too far away. Get that right onto the retrograde node is our goal. It's not necessarily a feasible one, but it's our overall goal. Yeah, we're moving the retrograde node at this point. I'm just going to sit here on the maneuver node. This stage is basically gone. And off it goes. And of course, the nose cones explode. As is their wont. Okay, at this point, we're not moving enough, I think, towards the target. So let's flip it around and burn target prograde a little bit here. And yes, that is going to accelerate us towards the ground. So I want to burn towards the horizon on the same heading as the target. So that's what I'm doing right here. Okay, that's good enough. We don't care about this maneuver node anymore. Now we want to be on target retrograde again. Actually, we probably want to be in surface retrograde at this point. And we want to push the surface retrograde to be away from the target. So we want to be burning about right here. We're at 20 kilometers above the surface right now, which is fine. Okay. Surface retrograde and away from target, anti-target, are basically identical at this point. So we will shift over here and begin our full deceleration burn. Excellent. We're going to be a little ways away from them, but it'll be close enough for everybody to get out and walk on over. And we'll just re-grab the science on the way. In fact, we could grab this right now, and we could keep those and store those here, and then we'll reset them with the scientist when we get to our location. Because, yeah, we're going to be landing on this side of this couple of craters. I mean, we could, in theory, hop up and over a little closer. But we'll see what this terrain is looking like when we get a little lower. In fact, you know what? Let's, no, not that way. Hang on. I need to use the nav ball. There we go. I'm gonna burn a little bit over this way. No, not that way. No. Let's go this way. There we go. Like this. I would actually like to land over here. So that's where we're going to go for. Going to burn like that. And then we are going to burn off vertical speed for right now. Excellent. We'll switch to retrograde right about now. And let's just burn off all of our speed at this point. We should land somewhere over here, in theory. Or very close to the target, anyway. Yeah, that's certainly much closer. We're going to have to switch off of retrograde quite soon. We should actually throttle down at this point. Because we're falling quite slowly. Our horizontal speed is basically gone. This looks like an okay spot to land. I think it's fine. I'm going to drop our throttle even more. We're currently accelerating. I want to be, like, holding. Yeah, that's still accelerating. That's decelerating. Somewhere like this. And now we're going to switch on stability assist. We want to still be on the retrograde node, or rather, we want to push the retrograde node to being straight up. Like that. And now get back to the retrograde node. Hopefully we aren't going to land on that same slope. It looks like we're going to land over here, though, which is going to be slightly better. So we'll go ahead and start decelerating. We have plenty of delta V for these maneuvers. We've still got another 2,000 in the tank. So this should be more than fine. Okay, we should definitely be decelerating a little bit more. I'm going to go to half throttle. We're currently 2 kilometers above the surface. Now it looks like the clone of Jebediah Kerman has done what me and the real Jebediah Kerman couldn't. And that is decelerate above the moon. Excellent. We're currently 1.4 kilometers up, moving at 20 meters per second. Just trying to arrest any of that additional horizontal momentum we may have gotten. Something along the lines of this. We need to drop our throttle a little bit here, because we're still a kilometer up and moving at 10 meters per second. Okay. 18.1 meters per second. 800 meters up. And this looks reasonably okay. We'll start our deceleration a bit faster, 500 meters up. Where's our shadow at? I think our shadow should be over here somewhere. Currently moving at 11 meters per second. Just arresting some horizontal momentum here and creating new horizontal momentum. New and exciting horizontal momentum. Excellent. We're just going to sit right here at this point. We're moving at 4 meters per second. That is too slow. 200 meters up. Start a slight deceleration. I still don't see our shadow, which is slightly perturbing. But I think it's because it's so far out there, because we're so close to the sunset. 70 meters up. We're just trying to slowly decelerate. 40 meters up. There's our shadow. Perfect. Okay, now I'm going to quick save. Landing was successful. Fantastic. And we only landed 370 meters away. That was actually really solid. Has it happened? Have I stopped sucking at this game? Probably not. But that was really good. I'm happy with that. So over here, we're going to be discarding basically everything here, but we're going to EVA Valentina. And you can let go. Turn on your RCS. And where's your buddy? Why is this spinning? Why is this spinning? Stop spinning. Please stop. I'm getting out of here. Maybe we should EVA all of the Kerbals. And just be like, you know what? Yeah, this is just spinning. I'm not doing anything. Like, look at this. If I go to the... What am I doing? If I go to display staging... This one. See, there's a little bit of yaw here, but SAS isn't on. I'm not touching anything. Like, that would be if I was touching it. I don't know what's happening there. But I'm going to deploy the air brakes and hope that that stabilizes it. Yeah, that seems to have stabilized it. Okay, so we're going to hop to Valentina. And we're going to just go ahead and bring her on home. We're only 370 meters away. I'm actually super happy with that. The closest I've managed to land previously has always been something along the lines of like a kilometer and a half. 370 is really solid. We need to get out of here before it becomes full dark. So that's going to be a thing. What side is the hatch on? I'm unsure. I guess we'll find out. Gonna need to start killing our momentum. Is this the hatch right here? Well, that was easy. Okay, so now we're going to need to transfer debris into the crew cabin, and we're going to transfer Valentina into the crew cabin as well. The scientist and engineer are going to be in the re-entry module. So let's head on over here, and we are going to grab our engineer. RCS on. And off we go. Not going to go much faster than 8 meters per second. So I'm not in a hurry here. We performed a crew transfer near the moon and got some money for that. That's always good. And basically, we just want to keep our prograde marker at the horizon if we want to stay hovering, which is exactly what I'm doing here. Just going to make some slight adjustments to our heading. There we go. And we'll need to begin braking, as well as rising a bit. Excellent. Bring that right on down. And in you go. We will also need to make sure that we grab a surface sample. So, Telly, go ahead and EVA. Grab yourself a surface sample. We'll keep that. Let go. RCS on. And over we go. Excellent. And there should be absolutely no problem getting back. Landing is the hard part. We are going to need to do, let's see, Telly is our scientist. So we're going to need to do some science resets here. But that should be easy enough. And we'll do that before we hop in and take off. Just adjusting our heading a tiny amount here. Yeah, you can see that the sun is going down. So we got to get out of here. Shadows are getting even longer. So we should probably go ahead and hop down here. Restore the Science Junior. Land right here. Open up the service bay. And inside of here, we can go ahead and restore the Mystery Goo containment unit. Like so. And then we can just lift off. And in we go. Fantastic. So we've got everything now. We've currently got, we need to collect all of the data here, so that's the surface sample module there. We've got our first level of stuff here, so I think we are good to head out, realistically. What is our current thrust to weight? Well, that's a good question. I'm not sure where our staging went. Here it is. Excellent. Our current thrust to weight is 4.93, so that should be plenty. And that's the same thrust to weight as when we detach our side tanks. That's weird. That's very weird. But it's not relevant. We've got plenty of thrust to weight to get out of here. So, I think we are officially ready to go. We have our flag planted. There's, of course, this debris that we're going to have to manually untrack. This is on Minmus, Rendezvous. Yeah, we don't have anything else to do here. So, off we go. We're going to want to just go straight up for right now. Excellent. And then we will align ourselves like so. Perfect. So once we hit an apoapsis of, I think, 5 kilometers. Yeah, we'll just start heading for the horizon at this point, because we need to get back into orbit. So off we go. Orbital velocity for the moon is not very high. Excellent. And our time to apoapsis is currently decreasing, but that's mostly for reasons. Those reasons are because we are not going very prograde, but we're changing the prograde marker is the important thing. If we were to just go prograde there, it would just go straight up, and that's not what we're interested in doing. Our time to apoapsis will start increasing once the prograde marker is a little bit closer to us. I'm just going to adjust a little more towards the horizon, though. Excellent. Yeah, it seems like this display here is a little bit broken. The meters per second isn't actually going down, and is actually going up. That seems like a bug. Yeah, I think we broke that. Regardless, we've got plenty to get home. So I just want to get into orbit here. You can see our time to apoapsis is increasing right now. So I'm actually going to go ahead and cut that throttle. And we're just going to get into orbit here. It doesn't really matter what orbit it is. This is a 20-second burn, so T-minus 10 seconds. So we will just go ahead and warp towards that. T-minus 10. Excellent. Well, I think I might be able to say that I'm back in the swing of things, and maybe I even stopped sucking. Like, maybe. So, we've already got in space near the moon's midlands, but we should probably go around and find ourselves a few additional biomes. I'm just double checking. Yeah, the moon isn't particularly mountainous, so that should be completely fine. So I'm just going to warp forward here, and we will stop time warp. Lowlands. Midlands. I think these are all the same. Islands. Yeah. So I think we are good to go home. However, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we are going to bring all 5 of these Kerbonauts home. And for now, I'm going to retract our landing legs. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.